Hello, it's Chaplin73 and I'm here today with some artists at St Austell. We're in the old Peacocks building and it's part of Pop-Up Art St Austell. So I'm here today called Christophe. Hello Christophe.
Hello, very pleased to meet you, and it's a great opportunity to talk about some event. Most importantly, we're here today for the myth and legend. We're next to each other, probably for a reason. It's me and Helen. We're gonna be again together in September for the Devon Open Studios at Leadworks in Plymouth.
So Helen, do you just want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Helen Neely. I've been painting for nearly 13 years. I paint in oils and purely from imagination.
And I will just pan across slightly and we'll get in some of the work here. So this is Helen's pieces over here, and we've got Christophe's pieces behind him. So Christophe, do you want to tell me a little bit about your art and where you're from and what you do?
Originally, I'm born in Belgium, but I'm from Polish parents with even some Ukrainian roots from the side of my dad. And I've been drawing logos for bands since '87, but things really took a different form when the logo of Emperor, for which one I'm the most well known, has been releasing their album In the Nightside Eclipse in 1994. And another big achievement is in 2016 with the Rihanna and Metallica logos. Rihanna for the VMA Awards anti-tour, and Metallica for the promotion of their new album Hardwired to Self-Destruct. I did two logos, one for Metallica and one for the word Mankind. That was actually the clip to promote the album, and it got 1 million of views within a few months.
Wow.
So that got me kind of on the spotlight. And in 2022, as soon as the war in Ukraine started, let's not take the war, let's just say the Russian aggression against Ukraine, the full-scale one, not just the 2014 East Ukrainian Russian aggression that happens on the Donbass and in Crimea. But in 2022 is the full-scale aggression. And right now, just now 5 minutes ago when I was about to talk to you, a hypermarket in Kharkiv has been bombed, and there will be probably hundreds of casualties. So this myth and legends, as opposed to most of the artists, I have taken go on East European legends and myths. For instance, the Żartak, which is the firebird, the Polutnitsia, which is the lady midday that appears midsummer midday and engage farmers in conversations which are very difficult and ending up in burning them, as well as the Balaur, which is a Romanian water monster, a water dragon, as well as the Wawel dragon, as well as Wowchansk, the city of wolves. The only Cornish legend I've brought was Morwenna, that I did about 5 years ago. But other than that, I have specifically targeted myth and legend team work on this specific opportunity. Have you got any questions?
I just wanted to ask you a little bit about your book that you've just got out.
Yes, my book Archaic Modernism is actually the second book I have released after Lord of the Logos in 2010. Lord of the Logos being completely sold out and there won't be any reprints. I have a few copies of this book left for £35 each, and this book has been released in December 2020 through a specialist publisher called the Heavy Music Artwork. Is an Italian publisher based in London. And this book, for instance, has been locally printed in London. And I would say it's a book I'm very proud of it because it's been very well released. There's only 1,000 copies that have been made, and I just got a handful of copies left. The book is nearly sold out.
Fabulous, fabulous. Well, thank you for sharing that with us. I also wanted to just ask you a question about your top.
About
your shirt.
Yes, that's a Ukrainian vyshyvanka. It's very important. For instance, this one comes from the bordering region with Poland, where part of my family is coming. So that's the region of Galicia, which is around Peremysl and between, let's say, between Krakow and Lviv is western Ukraine, and it's on the border with the Zakarpattia and Podkarpattia. It's really a sort of buffer zone between Poland and Ukraine because of cultural mixing, because of lots of shared culture.
Yeah.
So it's a very special zone. It's also a part of Ukraine that has been on Polish territory until the Second World War. So it's part of our heritage because Poles and Ukrainians have lots in common. They're basically very difficult. If you walk in a city and you see a Polish or Ukrainian woman, they look almost exactly the same.
Right.
You really have to observe a lot of things to make the difference. There are differences between Poles and Ukrainian, but you need to see them. They're very subtle.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for telling us about that. And the last question I've really got for you is, obviously this is in St Austell. What made you want to exhibit in St Austell? Have you exhibited in St Austell before?
I had been exhibiting with Tina, and she was introduced to me through Caroline Wallis in 2019, and Tina did her first pop-up St Austell at White River Place, the other venue.
Okay.
It was in February 2020, and that's where I joined, and it was a lot of mingling. I'm not sure if you remember, but there was a lot of mingling.
The first one I did was at the Market House.
I also did many shows with Tina at Market House. I also did longer exhibitions at the Market House when it was sort of prosperity times, because
we did Teignmouth together as well, didn't we?
We did Tavistock.
Tavistock, not Teignmouth, yeah. Tavistock.
We did together Tavistock. Last year I did Dartmouth, but Helen could not make it because logistically it was very difficult. Tales from the Sea. You told me that you had to pull out, and that you had to love us and leave us.
Yes.
But now we're back again in Plymouth. The Plymouth show is going to be actually from the 2nd to the 30th of September. And on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, our exhibition will be open till very late. That means 11 p.m. till midnight, because we have a lot of public also coming late on working days. They would rather go to see an art exhibition before, for example, heading to a nightclub.
Yeah.
So we've given that an opportunity to have the public. Also, we are going to open 7 days a week with Mondays and Sundays just 10 till 3.
Fabulous.
Because it's no point having long opening hours on Monday because it's the quietest day.
Okay.
But still, we would like to make sure that any visitors who plan to visit, even if I'm not there, that the exhibition can be visited.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be there most of the time when I'm off from my day job.
Fabulous. Well, thank you, Christophe. I'm going to move over to Helen now. Hello, Helen.
Hello.
Could you tell us a bit about your work, and I'll go across and sort of like have a look at it with you.
I paint purely, like I said earlier, I paint purely from imagination.
Yep.
I work solely with oils. Produce landscapes. They're all imaginary, so none of them are any place that you're likely to see in reality.
Right. Fair enough.
My work ranges from forest work to landscapes to seascapes, all that sort of thing. I've even done a few galaxies. I've only brought a small selection of my work with me this time. The Druid Girls and the Dragon was from the King Arthur exhibition last year.
Right.
That's from that, and I've got a couple of the Phoenix in the myth one today. I bought that one, but yeah, I've been painting for 13 years this October in St Austell.
Fabulous.
So yeah.
Fabulous. And how do you find exhibiting in St Austell?
I love it. I love Tina. I think Tina's absolutely brilliant. I've made some really lovely friends.
Yeah.
I stumbled upon the pop-up art purely by chance, and until I exhibited with Tina, I'd never exhibited before anywhere.
Right.
So it was a real step out of my comfort zone at the time, but one that I don't regret.
Yeah.
And like I said, I've made some lovely friends.
Yeah. It's a lovely space, isn't it? It's
This is the perfect venue because you've got the light, you've got the room.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's white. It's nice and airy. You don't have your work clashing with any interior design as such. It's just perfect.
Yeah.
It just lends itself perfectly to an art gallery.
And Pop-Up Art St Austell have been exhibiting here for a while now, have they?
We tend to prefer this venue if we can get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the market used to be nice, but it was that much further out of town. So
Yeah.
it's hit and miss a bit whether you've got anyone.
And just so that people know, I'm just going to pan around slightly, and we can see the main shopping area of St Austell is along the street here. So you're just opening out right onto the street where the public are, which is great. And the light is just fantastic. You've got a really good spot here.
I like this spot.
Yeah.
I like the spot in the front because it's. I like to meet and greet. So.
And what's in store for the exhibition in?
This is the one that I'm doing with Christophe in September. There's another 6 artists as well. So there's 8 of us in all. Christophe's already given you the dates and everything, so there's not much else I can really tell you about that other than it's going to be free entry. Look out for it. Hopefully it'll be a really good exhibition. All the artists are different. I myself, I'll be there. I'll be there on the first day, and hopefully I'll be there on the last day, obviously. And then there's one. I'll be here for this venue.
Yeah.
So look out for this one. It's going to be a brilliant exhibition.
Fabulous.
And yeah, it'd be great to see as many friendly faces as possible.
Okay. Well, I will try and get up to Plymouth to see that.
Oh, it'd be nice to see you. Yeah,
Well, thank you very much for your time today, and thank you, Christophe. Thank you so much for your time today. It's been great
I have a
meeting
very
you.
important message.
Okay.
Don't let Russian evil spread across Europe. Stand with Ukraine. Please make sure everybody sees. Just 15 minutes ago, huge KAB guided bombs have been dropped on the hypermarket. We're expecting 500 people casualties. Please make sure that everybody knows that the war in Ukraine is not over. It's very important. Thank you for your attention.
We stand with Ukraine. Well, thank you.
Slava Ukraini, heroyam slava.
Thank you very much, Christophe. I'm just going to thank you for watching. If you like and enjoyed what you saw today, then that's great. If you could hit subscribe to my channel, that'd be even better. And I will be interviewing more artists in the future. Thanks a lot. Cheers. Bye.